Casper TNG. Casper TNG recently signed a label deal. Okay, he has the deal with Universal that he's already signed. The market has been going up. He had the remix with A Boogie with the hoodie, not so much, but he has recently signed a deal. And let's pull up the post that he put up on his Instagram page. All right, here's the post. Bada boom, bada bing. So U Music. Okay, so that's I guess the UMG page, U Music, or a derivative of UMG. And Casper TNG collabed on this. This is officially so Casper TNG just announced the launch of Puzzle Music Collective, a new record label founded on Casper's commitment to creating opportunities, opening doors, and bringing positive change for the next generation of artists. Puzzle begins its first chapter alongside two of Casper's longtime collaborators, K Money, hold on, and 100BandPlan. Okay, we got 6 buzz in the chat over here. We need an RK album on the label, please. Reading the streets over here, give the city some hope for real. K Money is putting these puzzle pieces in there. I guess that's their logo or their emoji. Say K Money just mashed up the summer. Let me pull up a news story on this. I know Rockboy Ninja did a news story on this. Let's see what he has to say. But congratulations to Casper. What's good, YouTube?
What's good, YouTube? Back with another one. Before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. But let's get right into it. Now it's looking like Toronto rapper Casper TNG is officially launching his own record label, A.W.O.L or something like that. Now he did a distribution deal with Universal Music Canada. Now, according to them, A.W.O.L Music Collective Inc. embodies the concept of people coming together to create something bigger than themselves and reflects Casper TNG's belief that music can create opportunity, open doors, and bring positive change. A.W.O.L is bigger than music, says Casper TNG. It's about showing people that there's another way. According to Casper TNG, music has been a lifeline for him, and now he wants to use everything he's learned to help the next generation build something for themselves and the people around them. With a focus on mentorship, collaboration, and artist development, the label is committed to helping emerging artists navigate their careers while building something meaningful for themselves and the people around them. For Casper TNG, the launch of...
Where is he reading this from? One second. I think this is on Billboard Canada. Billboard. Let's go to Billboard. Billboard. Casper TNG. Can I see the search feature? Holy these websites take forever to load up, man. Jesus Christ. Give it a second, gang. All the advertisings have to load up first. Ain't this a bitch? Holy shit, man. That's atrocious. It might be the room.
Of A.W.O.L or whatever you call it formalizes work he's already been doing behind the scenes. One of Toronto's most recognizable rap artists, K Money, helps launch A.W.O.L. That's the lead.
Is that Trap Wi-Fi?
The first official release from the label. Now that's actually pretty smart if you think about it. Instead of going out there looking for a new artist, getting them hot, this guy signs K Money, who's already hot. They put out That's the Least. That's what trending top 10 on YouTube, 140K views in 8 days or something like that. And he also signs 100BandPlan, who he went gold with. So definitely a smart move by Casper. But here's my thing now, the A.W.O.L chain or whatever you call it, right? What's that gonna look like, right? And what it...
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Let me see where this is at. Casper. Is it A.W.O.L? Isn't it just puzzle but just spelled like different? Or is that just Rockboy pronouncing it? A.W.O.L. A.W.O.L. There's no article on Casper TNG. Holy shit, man. It might be my trap Wi-Fi.
What are they gonna have to do to get a chain? Are they just gonna walk them down and they get an MG4L chain and they just rock that as a Puzzle chain, or there's no more MG4L? Like, what's going on now, man? Somebody let me know in the comment section. But shout outs to Casper TNG, man. Definitely.
It's 4L. Full life.
Doing big things, got a deal for his homies, and they're saying that he met 100BandPlan online, so he definitely was ahead of his time, because according to the article, they're saying that after discovering 100BandPlan through a social media clip, Casper TNG reached out directly and began mentoring the emerging artists, providing opportunities through collaboration, features, and exposures on his own platforms. Their creative partnership has since led to records including A Hell of a Life and the Gold Certified The Market, helping establish the foundation for what would eventually become Puzzle. 100BandPlan's forthcoming debut album will help define Puzzle's first chapter, continuing a creative partnership that helped inspire the platform.
Say Puzzle one more time, my nigga. Say Puzzle one more time. Let's find the article. Salute to Rockboy Ninja. The war is over, brother. We made it to the other side. Hopefully, friggin' Billboard doesn't try to kick me out the site. Let's take a look. Casper TNG launches new Puzzle Music Collective Inc. label in partnership with Universal Music Canada. The viral Toronto rapper has signed a with his longtime collaborator and brother, K Money, and 100BandPlan to the new label with K Money's new single, That's the Lease. Oh, That's the Lease is on Puzzle? Why am I calling it Puzzle now? Puzzle. And yo, Casper's gonna pull up. I already told you guys this. Casper gonna pull up. I already got a K Money interview from the last year, so Casper gonna pull up. He jumped in the comments the other day. He said he's gonna pull up. Let me do a little bit of see. There's look. It's the Puzzle logo. No description though. Come on, fam. Yo, if y'all need some admin, holler at your boy. Can we get this out of the friggin' way? Okay, so Casper broke through with his viral song last year and has been ready to share his success with others. The buzzing Toronto rapper has announced that the launch of his new music label, Puzzle Music Collective Inc. label, and partnership with Universal Canada. After experiencing his own viral rise, Casper TNG is paying his success forward with the creation of his new music label, and his frequent collaborators K Money and 100BandPlan are his first two signees. Puzzle is bigger than music, says Casper TNG. It's about showing people that there's another way. Music has been a lifeline for me, and now I want to use everything I've learned to help the next generation build something for themselves and the people around them. Casper caught the world's attention last year with The Market, a hip-hop banger that has since been certified gold. Hold on. And received a remix with the diamond-selling New York rapper A Boogie with the Hoodie. The song hit the Billboard Canada 100 in March, just weeks before Universal Music announced that they had signed the rapper, and had a major rise after more than a decade as a prominent figure in the Toronto's underground. With Puzzle, Casper TNG's vision is to focus on artist development, opportunities, and mentorship, skills he has already shown and continue to refine behind the scenes. Puzzle signee 100BandPlan is notably a feature on The Market, a placement that came about after Casper and TNG discovered him on social media and took him under his wing. With the pair collaborating on multiple tracks before earning their chart breakthrough together, 100BandPlan is set to release his debut album under the label. A crucial member of Casper's team is also recently received a big honor as Ron, how do you pronounce this now? Nazamos was made one of Billboard Canada's 2026 managers to watch. Who is that? A new label represents their playbook. The biggest mistake I see artists make is trying to go global before they've built a real foundation at home. Niz told Billboard Canada, momentum is much easier to scale when the foundation is already built. The label's output has already begun with the release of Cave Money's new single, That's the Least, a punchy and melodic hip hop banger with a staring sound and signature Toronto feel. The track has already garnered over 100,000 YouTube views and 10,000 streams, making a promising start for the new label. Nice. Nice. I'm not mad at this right here. This is some good moves from Casper. I rate it. Let me get the shot off the screen. I rate it. Yeah, man. Congratulations to Casper TNG. Who else do you guys think that Casper should sign? All right. He's got his brother, obviously. Two questions actually I'm going to have for the chat and for the comments later on. Okay. Who should Casper TNG sign? And does his affiliations and old street politics and stuff like that, or maybe current street politics, I don't know, does that affect his business moves moving forward? Is it going to be hard for him to sign certain guys because it's going to be like, yo, you can't sign with Casper? He's with MG4L. He's with the PO guys, and he's with this person, or he pars with this man. Like, is that still a thing? Has Casper been able to elevate past that whole you can't work with this person because of the affiliations? You know, has he ascended that, or is he still part of that whole Toronto crabs in a bucket thing? He might not have the mentality himself, but the people around him, the people he's trying to work for or work with, I mean, might be like hesitant. Let me know. Maybe it's all in my head. Anything for the fame, right? Liho says, it depends. You would think so, and that would make a lot of people bury the hatchet and the money, okay? It would make a lot of people say, you know what, fuck it. Let me just go, let's come for a common goal to get this bag. But a lot of people over here will say, fuck the bag. We got beef in the streets, all right? So Big Mama 416, maybe. Cairo Snow, maybe. Salute to Cairo Snow also. I don't know if they're a good fit for that label. Right? But he is, I don't know. Maybe I have my own preconceived notions, and Casper is going to be the one that has to break those notions. And I'm not saying anything in a negative way. I'm just saying, like, right away when you see like a gangster rapper or a street rapper or whatever, quote unquote drill rap sometimes, automatically you're thinking, okay, the guys who he's going to be signing are going to be just like gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got K Money, who's his brother, so obviously that's just going to be Mando. Okay? But like 100BandPlan, he's not known for a bunch of politics and stuff like that, but still street guy. In my opinion, if he really wants to start changing the temperature of the way things are going to be moving forward, you have these two guys. They're going to do well. They're both talented, and K Money already has a head start. He knows how to make hits. Okay. Go for a woman artist, like maybe a female rapper, or maybe just go completely out of rap. R&B singer, maybe like you might fuck around and just get like a rock and roll singer or something like that, or somebody who's into EDM or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But somebody completely out of the, not just hip hop genre. You could even stay in the culture or like urban culture, but it just not gangster rap. That's just my advice. Okay, on air advice that I'm giving right now. Like, the next act should be completely away from the type of style that these two guys have. All right, you already got this on lock. They'll be able to, have the street cred and be able to give you guys some music all the way moving forward for the label. So everything else now, you can just try to be a little bit more experimental. All right. Just my advice. Just my advice. What do you guys think? Put an R&B is actually a neat move. Yeah. Even like you don't have to discover a new R&B star. Obviously, you didn't discover. Well, you know, you helped to discover 100BandPlan, but you didn't discover K Money. He was just in the house with you, making music, right? So you could take somebody, especially if you have a label and Universal is giving you some money to play with. You could find somebody who's already a little bit established over here. You guys already mentioned this in the write up. The manager already mentioned this in the write up. Find somebody who's already a little bit established. They already have a tenure and a fan base over here in Toronto, and then you guys connect with them and get them a major deal. Okay, sign them to a production deal under Puzzle or Puzzle Music Group, right? And then boom, go get them a deal. Puzzle / Warner Music somewhere, or Puzzle / Interscope keep it all under the Universal umbrella. You know what I'm saying? I'm brainstorming. I got ideas. I always got ideas. All right. So big salute to Casper TNG. All right. Once again, congratulations. Keep making big moves, brother. That's inspirational. All right. Let me see what y'all are saying before I move on to my next story. Polaroid Pill says there's tons of play on Cardi's SoundCloud. Types of motherfucker who have buzz over here. He could sign for the Sorisa. Oh, Sarissa. Yes, that's Sarissa youth. He had a Rolling Loud performance the other day. Right? Salute to him.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.